What's up, everybody? Hopefully, you're doing fantastic. Really excited to trade today with you. As you're coming on live, go ahead and say what's up. Let me know that you're here. I'm going to go ahead and share this out a little bit. What's up, everybody? Hey, Brad Heron, how you doing? What's up, Carla Lugo? Hey, it was good seeing your daughter here the other day. What's up, Hector? How's it going? Just letting a few people come in. Just letting a few people come in. Here. There we go. Now I can see the screen. Interesting. I'm gonna need to move this up. You know what I know what it is. I gotta make this smaller. There we go. There we go. Rich, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Trying to make it so like I have you guys all centered right here, so I'm not like staring down like that, and you got the worst angle ever. I was telling my wife, I was like, you guys aren't even gonna know what I look like. Like if I were side profile, like I don't do any like vlogging videos or anything. Oh, Marissa, how you doing? Good to see you again. Are you out on the West Coast? I'm just curious. You said morning, so that would be your morning right now. I'm gonna go ahead and just start looking at the market. Say what's up as you join in today. I just want to see who's all here. If you're new, go ahead and put a 1 in the box. I'm just curious. Trying to do this daily, see how fast we can grow this channel. California, awesome. Yeah, Cali, that's cool. Yeah, you better make trading work out there. My gosh, it's expensive. Expensive. All right, let's mark up the charts real quick. I'm going to take VWAP off on NQ. You guys just, oh, you can't even see what I'm doing yet. All right, there we go. I'm also going to change out my banner to this one. Yeah. And I like this style a little bit better. You guys see my chart all right? Like if I have it like this, a little bit on the, yeah, you can. You're fine. You're fine. All right. Just clear this out. Nice fresh start. Here we go. So let's mark up the chart really fast. This is how we do it here at Solomon Trading. I like to start fresh. All right. So my white blocks, notice I'm on the 1 hour and MNQ. This is my playing field right here. So I'm expecting it to eventually come down to here. There is a fair value gap between this candle and this candle right here, 1 hour. So it could play off that. You always notice maybe how the market kind of goes like this. Well, they're playing off different zones, right? So every time it hits something, let's say right here, this could be a fair value gap to the left. And it comes up here, it could be a fair value gap or an order block up here. And you're just constantly looking at different zones. You have to start identifying what zones are going to play off what, and most likely it will play off it. Does it mean it's going to be a record-breaking area? No. And just because you're taking a buy counter, okay, towards the against the overall trend doesn't mean you can't get 50% of it or up there. And on a lower time frame, like this is the 1 hour, from here to here, you could have 3-4 scalps up on the lower time frame. On the lower time frame, it's a trending up, right? So just being able to identify the market. So this is what I could predict already just from this. Okay, if we look left, there's really nothing here until this fair value gap, right? So most likely the market will do something like this, where it'll play down into here, then pull back up to an order block that'll be left right here, then maybe pull down here, maybe just taking liquidity, then pull back up to an order block. A lot of buyers come in, they think it's going to go up, and really it's going to come down to this order block. How many people notice that all the time? Then you get some kind of something down here on the lower time frame, break structure, pull back, then you're looking for fair value gaps, lower time frame, continuation trade to target liquidity, right? Not expecting you to understand that right away if you're brand new to the game. Let me see what you guys are saying up here. Todd Wall, what's up, man? Hey, Todd, are you the guy? You have like a logo or a symbol like of a muscle guy. I swear, I always remember the Todd Wall with the muscles. I could be completely wrong, but I have a pretty good memory, I think. Let me just see here. Trying to get to Florida, I hear that. Everybody wants to get to Florida now. Florida's like the place to go for taxes and living in general. I mean, California is absolutely beautiful and is a great place to visit. Maybe that'll change. Maybe it'll be livable again, in my opinion. I love California, my gosh. But Florida right now, I love Florida. Let's put it that way. Let's see what we got here. I don't know why it's not sharing to the screen fast enough up here. Kind of crazy. There it goes. Okay. So I'm trying to read the comments here. Time to move. I hear that. Ooh. I'm doing fantastic, Todd. Thank you. Marcel, how you doing? Greetings, everyone. Awesome. Brad Heron, chart looks good. Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. So, guys, if you're new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and get the notification bell on, and we'll be getting going here. All right, so let's keep marking up this chart real fast. I've been doing these afternoon sessions because I kind of like trading on my own in the morning and then work with students in the morning, so it's kind of like been that kind of vibe. And honestly, the afternoon has been great. So is Asian session, really. All right. So here's my playing field. This is all that matters right now is this 1 hour order block to me, this last green for up down movement plus the wick, and down here, as well as this fair value gap. That's what I see. And you actually have a fair value gap up here. I think it's going to sell off personally. But you have this fair value gap from here to here. So let me mark that up. Right. These are the things that I see. Orange is fair value gap, just so we're clear for me. White is 1 hour order blocks. What's up, Ashley? All right, so this is most likely what's going to happen. Okay, we're going to have something come up in this fair value gap. Then we're going to either take just these lows, liquidate, and then come back down, or it's just going to come down here. But you'll see an order block up here or fair value gap and then come down here. That's what makes the market move like that, right? I'm just constantly seeing that. Now that we know the higher time frame, I'm going to drop down to the 5 minute. And look what we got. All right. I would love to see this play off the fair value gap right now, but it doesn't need to. Now, a couple things that I noticed right away on the lower time frame is it created a lower low, yes, but it was with a wick. Oftentimes, more oftentimes than not, that's my dyslexia kicking in. When it wicks this, it's most likely going to take out some liquidity above and go to a zone on a higher time frame. Right, so this is our 1 hour fair value gap. That's our 1 hour order block. I doubt it'll get up here. It can. What I'd like to see is it come and tag that. If it tagged that, it's golden, right? We drop down to the 1. We could just take it off of it if it closes back below. and then attack this liquidity down here, heading back to the next fair value gap down, right? This is what I see. And, I don't really subscribe to ICT or anything like that. I'm just saying the market needs to balance. So whatever you want to call it. If there's a gap in the market moved too fast, right? So from here to here, the market just moved too fast, and they need to come down here and mitigate their loss and their risk and all that kind of stuff. So they need to come down here. When I say they, I'm talking about the institutions. Hopefully this just plays nice and we could take this now. Now, the other way we could play this, okay, is ultimately, you know what? Let me shoot out a text message. I forgot about this. I was going to say the other way we could play this is playing off this block and just using a bigger stop above the fair value gap. So that works too. But if it came up here and we wanted to use a bigger stop, we could essentially 62 point-ish and go down. Or you wait on the 1 minute for break of structure back down, enter, and use a smaller stop. So I might do that depending on if it plays. So if it breaks this structure back down, I get in, keep my stop like right here above this. If it breaks this structure, I'm waiting for it to come up here and break the structure back down in 1 minute for a sell from there. So I'm not predicting the market. What I'm doing is I'm letting price action tell me what the heck's most likely going to happen, right? Does that make sense? I'm not like, ooh, look at me, I'm so good, I could predict the market. No, man, I freaking can just wait. I could just see. I could wait for the market to move for me. I don't have to think. I don't have to like guess, right? So, all right, so we'll get into that in a second. But let me do this text out to everybody just in case they don't see this. Sent. Clone. Copy. I'll let my Futures Bootcamp people know. There's so many things to remember. I need like a checklist of things to do while I'm in my stream because this gets kind of overwhelming, honestly. So I said, I think that's right. Yeah, there we go. I had to text some people, otherwise they get mad at me. There we go. Cool. So what's everybody up to? Have you traded today yet? Like what's going on? How's the market for you? Absolutely destroyed something this morning. Right in this area. Oh, my bad. Jeez. Freaking lost. This push up. Yeah. Let's push up. And then we tanked. I was expecting that liquidity to take in. Yeah, nice easy move this morning. Ultimately, this is like 8 something in the morning. I don't know the exact time, but it was right in here. You had this lower low, lower high, lower low, break structure, solid right here. Nice easy move. I mean, it's not that complicated, guys. This is doing the same thing over. Oops, just doing the same thing over and over and over again, right? And I put it below this low, not this low. And I didn't take it all the way up either. It was like 2.4-ish right here. So nice little move. Then on the way down, look, you have this break of structure down, right? I didn't take this. You had this structure and this structure. Let's say it was just this structure. That's a nice freaking move, right? It's a pretty good move. All right, so let's layer on. Let's layer on a VWAP. Let's see what's going on. This would be perfect. This is, to me, this is an A plus setup right now. You kind of have it accumulating right now. So we'd love to have it manipulate. take some of this out, hit this VWAP line, tag this fair value gap. This would be a perfect scenario for me right here. Right here. That it literally comes up. This is red. That's a 5-minute block. Okay. Perfect scenario is it comes up here because it's accumulating, right? Manipulates the market, wicks this stuff out, buyers start coming in. See, break structure back down, attack these lows because we know, again, overall, we're breaking structure to the left. We're making lower lows, right, on the higher time frame. So we're looking for what? What's up, Tana? Tana Wicker. Hopefully you're doing fantastic. All right, cool. So this is coming up nicely. Buyers are coming in. They're like, "Oh, see, I told you it's gonna go up." Right? That's what Billy said down the road. He's like, "Oh, it's gonna go up. I told you." And what we're doing is we're being smart here, and we're just letting the market do what it wants to do first, right? Now we could essentially sell until it doesn't sell anymore. We could do that. A little bit riskier. We could take this right here, do these little scalps, which that's fine, like a 20 pointer right here again. They're a lot lower win rate, but they work. Like just from here to here is a 2.61. So I could essentially get in right now for a sell with like a lower risk. I'll use like 25% of what I normally would, right? And if you're using, I'm not, by the way, I'm only going to do that on an eval. To me, this is an A plus setup. I would do this on an eval. That's it. So let me go to trade right here, and I'm going to put a limit. This is what I figured out yesterday. Finally, you want to put where you have your stop right here. Again, risky-ish trade, right? Big profit here. These lows. Definitely don't want to risk $1,404. So we just click this right here. And I don't want to risk that much either. 390, nah. I don't even want to risk that much. Do 6, maybe 7. $273. Not a big risk, okay? I kind of want to be wrong. I'm be honest. I kind of want to be wrong. Hold on one second. Let me pull this up. I'm gonna take it for market order now. What's this doing? What am I missing here? Why doesn't it let me sell? Oh, minus. I'll just do this 100. That doesn't matter because I already know the thing. So I'm going to sell it. There we go. I know that if I go here, that's my stop. If I go here, this is basically my take profit, right? So I'll do lower risk on the I call this mitigation scalping, right? So this is like 1 minute, 5-minute order block scalping. So from here to here ish, I'm not expecting to maybe take this low. I do expect it to probably mitigate this block right here. This would be a buy block if it were to keep going up, right? So I don't really want to take it farther than that, to be fair. This would be like where I'd want it, right there. Nice little move. And this is what I was trying to say. If this goes up, okay. So if this goes up right now, it's kind of exciting because this would be my A plus setup would be up here. Let me get rid of this. My A plus setup idea would be up here. So again, if you weren't on earlier, the orange area is the 1 hour fair value gap, right? And it'd be touching my VWAP line, which I'm going to just take this VWAP line out now because it's messy. I hate indicators on my screen, to be fair. I like to use them for like a little bit, this kind of extra confluence, but then I like to take them off. I don't like sitting there. This red is the 5-minute order block sell block, right? This green is the 5-minute block that I expect it to most likely go to. Do I want to be a hero and take it all the way down here? I mean, that'd be cool, but I'll take a 1.59 all day, right? Right here. Just on these little scalps, they add up. It's probably 60-70% win rate. Like, I'm not expecting to win them all. That'd be naive. But the ones that I get 85-90% are the higher time frame. It's hard to see even on a large monitor. Okay. Really? Oh, my bad. I just was I was do you see it better now, James? I did that for a second just so you could see me talking. You see that now, right? Okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know. So nice little move. Now, a lot of times what you'll see is it'll touch this and then shoot up, and that kind of sucks. So at this point, I'm just going to set this to break even. So it's just a nice little break even trade, risk free trade. Again, not trying to break records on these moves, right? It's just a easy way to add up some extra money, right? See how it's tagging that top. But if we get a nice little push to 50% of that block, which you could even do things like this, you could draw like a trend line, right? There's a chance it might come all the way to this trend line, tag it, and then keep shooting up to the potential A plus setup that I want. If I break even, that's okay. To me, like, break evens are wins, essentially. I don't mind break evens at all. I love my kids. They've been meal prepping for me. There we go. Nice little 400, 430, 458. Take profit hit. Nice. Again, that was a quick little 1.65. You know, anything over a 1 is fantastic on a mitigation scalp. Anybody just profit on that? That's nice and easy, right? I talk a lot about mitigation scalping and pip stacking secrets. Now, this is older, but it's still, I mean, it works. Pip stacking secrets.com. And a lot of you guys came from pip stacking secrets. It's something I released like 4 years ago. But yeah, I talk a lot about mitigation scalping like this. In fact, this is how I started becoming successful at trading and getting more consistent. Literally started when I started paying attention to the lower time frame order blocks, right? How's everybody's day going? Hey, if you're new here, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever I go live. I've been doing these daily. I've been really enjoying it, and it's been fun. You know, it's been fun. I also like to invite you to my free trading school group. So school.com. Let me just put this out there. /Solomon-trading. All right. So right here, this is free, 100% free. You just join. I put stuff in there all the time. That's my free community. I should probably just put this on a banner. I need to make an easier link, don't I? Can I pin this? I'll try to put that in the comments and pin it. Whatever. I don't know. That's how you can get in my world. Anyways, who all profited on that? Let me know if you profited on that last trade we just took. That was a nice little easy trade. Super simple. Super simple trade. It's not my A plus setup, but it's an easy way to get some money while you're waiting, right? You don't have to sit there all day. We'll see what it does in this green block. Notice how it's trying to push up. Get rid of this trend line. That's not how I trade anyways. It's trying to push up, but it might, with that candle like that, it might go all the way down to here. So we'll see. And if that's the case, like if it can close solid, remember, the reason I was thinking it might go here is because it didn't close solid on this lower low. it wicked it, right? So I'm thinking, oh, they're faking us out, right? So you just want to play the most. You just want to play the most obvious thing that they're doing, like against them, right? Essentially, everything in me wants to buy this right now, like because all right, so this block was mitigated. So essentially, what I would normally do, go on a lower time frame, see if there's any kind of push up I can get. If I go on 1 minute, what I'd like to do is maybe because this isn't like a break, but if I can get this to like close up right here, I would assume that it's going to go to this fair value gap next because it already mitigated the block up here, right? So I could maybe do that. Let me just look at what that looks like on the trade. Again, lower risk. I'm not trying to break records. Let's see here. If I put this right here as an entry, my stop here, it's 297. My take profit would be these highs, maybe just a little bit higher, right? So if this closes above this candle, maybe I'll grab this on the 1 minute. Otherwise, I don't get in. Nice little layups. I think we did $500 on that first one. I'm just gonna mark it so you can kind of see. Now, remember, this is a 5 minute block right here. A 5 minute block. Why is it a 5 minute block to me? Because it came up here. This is the area of origination. It came up here and closed solid over this internal high. So to me, that's a block. It's not for everybody. Everybody sees the market a little bit differently. That's just what I see. All right. I'm live every day, pretty much in the afternoons, inspirational mode. Great to have you, buddy. Make sure to hit that subscribe and follow and get that notification bell. I have a private community. I just decided to start trading on YouTube instead of just privately with my group. And then what I do is I have like exclusive, just like everybody else. I have exclusives like where you can talk to me more and ask questions and stuff in my private stuff. So like for those of you in Futures Bootcamp, we do trade a little bit differently a lot. But in Futures Bootcamp, you can actually just message me and talk in the group and then engage that way, right? There we go. So if we get that close, I'm going to go ahead and buy. Just got to be above this white line. Hopefully it doesn't shoot up. Then I'll pull out the rocket. I got my orders set up for long. Oh, you're right. Thank you. Thank you, James. Thank you, James. See, I don't trade much on TradingView like this. You rock, man. Appreciate that. Let's relook at this. Okay. That's crazy. There we go. Thank you for that. Nice wick, took out liquidity. If it can close up here now, this should be a good trade. If it goes down here, it's okay. We just prevented ourselves from getting in. So notice I'm on the 1 minute and I'm looking for a close above here. And this isn't even a high. I just want some kind of proof that it's pushing up a little bit, and it probably at least fill this up. So the safe bet here, guys, is don't even try to go for the highs. Just go for here, right? You don't have to hit a home run on every single trade. I know that like everybody wants to do it for the gram and hit those 1 to 10, 1 to 20s, right? I'm telling you, dude. I used to do that. I used to be that guy. What they're not showing you is they'll lose 8 and then win 2, which is still good. Still good. But you have to have patience and discipline like you wouldn't even believe to see that many losses, right? Does that make sense? So we're just looking right here. Well, let's get a close up. No, I'm actually having such a great time streaming live with you guys daily. I was kind of waiting for it to turn like more fallish because the beginning of summer, as you know, only the serious people are on. So it's just less busy. It's less and I'm, even me, I took like 6 vacations this year during the summer. We were all over different beaches. We live in Florida. We'll go like 5 days here, 5 days there, 6 days there. Biggest one was like a week and a half, different beaches. And ultimately, I just love it. I love changing my environment. A little ADHD, so I like changing my environment up consistently. In fact, right now I'm building out a Mercedes Sprinter portable office because I work better. Like I have multiple businesses, and I work better not being in the same place all the time. Like driving to a place, have different palm trees, work in my uh, Sprinter. You know, right now we're it's going to be pretty nice. It's going to be pretty nice. So I I've had so many offices outside of my house and I never use them because it's just so boring. You sit there in your own office and you're like, "Why am I here? This is dumb." Like, I could just trade and be free, and, like, "Why this isn't what I signed up for," you know? Right now, we're looking at some storage unit places, uh, to invest in and some multi-unit apartment complexes, and, also been interested in some car washes. So, like, we're trying to utilize our capital, kinda redistribute it a little bit. I'm thinking of my grandkids now, you know what I mean? My grandkids, it's coming quick now. Almost wicked me in a short, yeah. Alright, now what's cool, guys, is we actually have a high to break. Look at this, that's fantastic. Alright, can't even get to that because I locked this over that one. Let me unlock that. I hate how they extend, like, this is ridiculous. They extended this text all the way over here. Ugh. Alright, what I was trying to say is we have this high now because this created a low. So we have this to break, right? It actually works perfectly where we had it. So if it can close right up here on the one, I'll buy this all day. Who's all new here? Go ahead and put one in the box. I'm just curious. I've only been streaming really since last week, but we have thousands of people in my trading community. Okay, so we have Telegram. I'm slowly switching over to Discord. I know people don't like that, but I kind of have to. And the main reason I'm doing that is because I have different individual little products that people buy, and the automation on Telegram sucks. Like there is none. Like I can unlock a certain channel specifically for like let's say 5minutescalper.com, like my one product. What's up, Robert? There you are, buddy. I was thinking of you specifically when you were like, "How do I get on your lives?" So good to see you, bud. A Jeezy and the Hizzy. That was my first friend I think I ever had in my life, Adam Gloffeldy. Not to mention your name out loud, Adam. Sorry. That was literally my first friend I ever had. I was raised in Arizona. I always said a joke like my parents raised me in the desert and I wasn't allergic to anything. They played a cruel joke on me and moved me to Ohio. And I was allergic to everything. You could ask Adam. And his dad actually delivered the gravel to my parents, the house they built. So his dad laid gravel from like the dump trucks. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. So, and then yeah, we were like best friends forever. Somehow he found my stream. I don't really tell my friends personally. You know what? You know what's so funny about trading and like what we do? Pretty much nobody knows personally what I do, like in the real life, IRL, whatever you want to call it. Because a couple things happen. there's like a little bit of jealousy, enviness stuff, and they treat me differently. I'm just gonna say it straight up, like, because they're like, "What do you mean?" Or they think I'm like some gambler that like super risky and don't take care of my family and stuff. So I just don't tell them what I do. I just tell them I'm a marketer. I have a marketing company. Hey, what's up, Peace In? How you doing? Yeah, I'm on daily. Usually the afternoons, sometimes in the morning, just depends on the day, but mostly afternoons. I like to do afternoons just because it's chill. I like to trade my like main accounts in the morning, like get as much volume as I can out of those, you know what I mean? But in the afternoon, been loving it actually. It's been chill. People don't like trading in the afternoon. I think it's pretty chill. Like we've been profitable every day pretty much so far. Got a couple losers, but overall profitable. Pretty good. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Good to have you here. You know, and I was watching my one friend. I've known him for a while. It's so cool to see the trading industry like kind of blowing up. Before I was like, you know what? I don't want to do this YouTube stuff because like I feel like people should have to pay. I'm just gonna be honest. How about a little honesty? I feel like I paid $180,000 for mentorships and stuff. I was a really stubborn trader. I thought I could beat the system. And I tried it on my own for years. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to get mentorship. Went from mentorship program, spent about $180,000 on different programs, different in years of learning. I sucked. I'm just gonna be honest. I was really good at business. And I think that's what ruined my trading. Okay. I wasn't your like whiz kid, like freaking trader that just was great at the beginning. I sucked. I didn't want to listen to anybody. I would pay like 10 grand for mentorship and then not listen to a word they said because I would try to like, and I know a lot of people like this because I train people too now. It's like I'll give them exactly what I do, like one on one, and then they'll like try to prove me wrong. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. But I was kind of against doing this. But then what I realized is I've been successful at trading for years and years and years now, and I still join everybody's trading community. Like I'll go on these YouTube lives and I can see exactly what they're doing and I know exactly what they're doing. And I just like the community. So I join them anyways, right? I'm about to buy this guy. So I'm like, dude, I could show everything. And whether you join me in something or not, that's totally cool. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Like, I just don't care anymore. You know, Adam, I have a lot of money invested in crypto. It just made me a lot of money. A lot. Probably more than anything, honestly. But the problem I have with crypto is the hype. And the hype is great when it's working out, but when you're depending on it on a daily basis to work out, like it can kind of get overwhelming, you know? Like you're sitting there, yeah, Robert, yeah. Especially like you know who I found is that the most like I have an engineer type mind. I was a programmer. You could ask Adam. I was like programming and like I was kind of hacking and stuff, doing all kinds of stuff when I was younger. I have this kind of mind where it's like this is the steps that you have to do things and it has to be this certain way. It doesn't work that way in trading that much, right? It really doesn't. So if you have an engineer type of mindset, it kind of makes it harder to be a trader because you expect you think you see, notice I didn't get in here because just wick this. You think you could just mechanically like this is how it is and this is the way it is and this is no. You have to be like you have to like develop the skill of a little bit of leniency. I always go off like that Bruce Lee meme that you see. I mean, he actually said it. I think like become like water. Like what is that? Let me find that really quick. Bruce Lee, like water. Just a little visual for you while we're waiting on this candle to close. Okay. This is my trading. If you want to put my trading in a nutshell, okay, it's this right here. And we're about to enter this if it closes. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Bought it. All right. Cool. All right, so I'm gonna close that out now. Again, this is just a B setup, so I risked a lot less. I'm not sitting here trying to like break records. Okay, this is just like nice little scalps until my A plus setup happens. Okay. Now this is my trading career in a nutshell right here, and it went against all of my engineer. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate that. My programming, my systematic ways of looking at things. It went against everything, and this is what I had to beat. So this is a quote from Bruce Lee. It says, "Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless like water. Put water into a cup, becomes the cup. Put water into a teapot, becomes the teapot. Water can flow or creep or drip or crash. Be water, my friend." So you need to become water in the market, like fluent. You have to start being able to see how the market flows, right? So being too systematic can actually hinder you, okay? And it could be frustrating learning as a person that with an engineer type mindset. There you go, Robert. See, there you go. So you're just like me, mind thinking. And you know what's funny is I used to teach like an engineer would learn. But the problem is if you're not an engineer mindset, be patient, grasshopper. Yeah. If you don't have a engineer type mindset, it drives them crazy. So what I found is even in my teaching, I have to become like water, like more fluent and just kind of like allow the market to move. That's also why I kind of use bigger stops oftentimes because you have to give it room to breathe. I used to think like, oh, but if I use too big of a stop, I won't make as much money. And too big of a stop, by the way, doesn't mean more risk. Okay. Yeah, me too, mechanical Ashley. It doesn't mean more risk. A lot of people have that misconception. You can have, I mean, as long as the contracts are there, you could have like a 200-point stop, risk the same amount, right? I don't recommend that. What I do is I'll increase my risk or I'll increase my stop and increase my risk if I don't know exactly. If I know that the market's basically going up, but I see 3 order blocks below, I'll put my stop below 3 order blocks often, right? And just increase my risk and go up because I know that I have around an 85 to 90% success rate. So overall, it's good, right? Let me see something. Where is I was trying to see if it would show me. It doesn't. I want to see like if there's a way to see how much I'd make right here. Is there a way like it's one thing I kind of hate about trading on TradingView. I can't see like what I'm going to make. And then if I close this out, I can't I don't think I could re-add can I? Hold on. Let me try just for fun. It's probably something I just can't snap. Whatever you do, don't click this reverse position. It takes you out of the market and flips it. It's so dumb. They should not have that so easily clickable right there, in my opinion. So if you came on late, guys, one thing I'm waiting for, I'm kind of waiting for this liquidity to be taken out. This orange area is the 1 hour fair value gap. We're on the 5 minute right now. Kind of waiting for this to come up here and then drop down lower time frame, take a sell. That'll be my A plus setup. Right now, I'm doing what I call mitigation scalping, where I'm trading from block to block, essentially. These are my like little layup setups. Like I'm not trying to be a hero. I'm not trying to like break records. I'm just putting money in the bank account, right? These are my grocery getter moves. Like this is what keeps the wife happy, right? When I do my A plus setup, that's what pays for my house and my cars and all that kind of stuff. These pay for my house, and my cars. These pay for the groceries and my 5 kids. In market orders, you can see the TP amount, price, decorator. Click, drag, man. See, you guys know stuff. See, I don't trade on TradingView that often. I'm only doing it to kind of like trade with you guys, right? I'm taking these are evals. My funded accounts. I'm taking my A plus setups. Okay. So let me try to figure out what you just said there. I feel like there should be something right here I can drag, but it's not, of course. All right, let me go one at a time with you guys and try to see this. Thanks, Sin. Hopefully in a good way. All right. He said, James Cleveland said, click and drag the money box. Click and drag. Am I tripping? Like that's the money box, right? Is that the one you're talking about? All right. Should I try to go for these highs? Like this is when it could happen right now. I'm going to set the break even because look, we're at this trend line. I'm going to set the break even right now. So if it comes back, we're in a risk-free trade. If it pushes up, we're good. Overlap. Let's see. Now this says, let's see. Click and drag the money up. Price decorator. What's up, Elzo? Ashley says, in market orders, you could see the TP amount. If you executed the buy as a limit buy, I don't think you could see it. So it wasn't a limit buy. I just measured the trade with the limit. All right, everybody start blowing up. Like, let's just push this up. All right. That factually works, I swear. Scientifically. If you executed, see. James Cleveland, do you have trade on chart enabled? I mean, I'm on there, so. Awesome, Peason. Thank you. I'm going to hit the previous day high here. Right here. Yeah, that's another way to look at it too as well. Previous day high is right here. It come up into our fair value gap. Everything lines up. This is my A+ setup right here. This is a B setup. By the way, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't risk real money. I'm only trading demos. I'm trading prop firms, which is a demo. I'm not telling you to risk anything. There, I had to say that. Trading is very risky. You'll probably lose everything. Don't remortgage your house. Don't go bankrupt. Most people fail. You know, most people fail because they literally quit too early. I know that's like the thing to say, but no, it really is true. Like you wouldn't believe how many people are like right there. But then what happens is they get too emotional and then they like blow their account and then they think it's not for them. And I'm like, dude, just handle your emotions a little bit better. It's not that hard. You know, the secret to that is just you need to get beat up a little bit more. Like Adam, he's a good example. That kid will he's not a kid anymore. That dude would beat the crap out of me. He was like one of the toughest people I ever met in my life. Actually, Payne. I still remember this. We were working at Rosemont Country Club, washing dishes, and he was hitting me with a freaking towel like an idiot. He was my friend, so whatever. And he slipped. I pushed him. He slipped and hit his head on a corner of a wall. And he goes, like he actually looked dead. And he goes like this, and I'm like terrifying. I forget what I was getting with this, but he freaking dude. This kid was crazy. I forget where I was going with that. You remember that, Adam? Or were you too brain dead after that happened? I mean, that was kind of crazy. I've known him for now like 37 years. That's crazy to say. Yeah, let's see if we can hit these highs. More paint. Thank you, Ashley. See, you get me, Ashley. You get me. Yeah, you need to have more pain. Going back to Bruce Lee and like karate and stuff. You know those guys that literally like they'll hit their shin as hard as they can with like a stick or kick a tree trunk with their shin like over and over and over and over and over and over again. That's you in the market. You need to just trade more. A lot of you guys just need more time. Maybe you're not back testing enough, but look, back testing is cool and all, but it's no different than a demo. Back testing is good to like get the repetition down, but you need to like feel it. You have to start feeling it. The faster you can start feeling it, the better. Now, I'm not telling you to trade real money, but demos suck. Okay, I'm just telling you that straight up. What I am telling you, maybe get a prop firm that, because from my experience, most people feel like prop firm is real because you could actually make money from it, right? So with that said, this is a good time to pitch Take Profit Trader. Take Profit Trader is having a 40% off sale plus no activation. Use code Solomon at checkout. I like them because there's literally you can get funded in 5 days. What is your A and B setup? This is my B setup. My B setup's between block to block, right? My A setup, I'm looking for liquidity to be taken out, hitting a higher time frame, fair value gap, or order block, uh, targeting liquidity to the next area, right? But I like Take Profit Trader. They're local to me. They pay out daily. It's amazing, right? So get something you can afford and start trading on that, not a demo, in my opinion. Okay. Demos suck. You'll never feel it. You will not get successful until your heart starts racing. My heart doesn't race anymore. I could be in a trade down $20,000, don't even feel it anymore because I know my overall win rate and I know like how the market works. Become like water, right? I'm trying to pass, Take Profit. Awesome. Yeah, Take Profit's amazing. They've been great to me. They pay the next day. So like anything over your buffer, like let's say you had a 50K and anything over 2,000. So let's say you made 2,000 today, you pull out 2,000 paid tomorrow. That's great. You know what's cool about that is what's more important about the money is the emotions you're going to feel when you lose those accounts. A lot of you guys, okay, you don't want to hear this. This isn't sexy from coming from like the top, like from me. A lot of you guys just got to lose more challenges. You haven't lost enough. You need to lose faster. It's kind of like in business. It's like failing forward faster, right? If you're too much of a perfectionist and you launch something and it takes you 3 months to launch it, and then you realize, oh, nobody actually wanted it, that's a big waste of time. Same thing with trading. You need to fail faster. You need to lose faster with A plus setups. Okay, at least a B plus setup. Do everything the right way as many times as humanly possible until you don't feel your emotions anymore, until you don't feel your shins when you're kicking the tree, right? That's when you know you've made it, like as far as a trader goes. Because if you can the day that you get to where you're trading a prop firm, thank you. When you're trading a prop firm or real money, I'm not telling you to trade real money, can't do that. I'm not a financial advisor. When you can trade real money, like let's say you have $100,000 or whatever you have in a real money account, and you could be down $5,000 and your heart doesn't rise and you don't care at all. And you can treat it like a demo account. That is when you are successful. Okay. That's when it happens. So the faster you can feel emotions and the more you can feel emotions, the more you're in the live market, whether that's prop firm or whatever, not a demo. Demos suck. You'll never feel emotion from a demo ever. Okay. But a prop firm is essentially a demo. Good for you, Pete Sim. That's great. Good. Look at this meal prep for days. Like, I don't need a delivery service. You don't need a meal prep delivery service when you have 5 children. They're all teenagers. It's like just a chore. Hey, cook my chicken and put in a Tupperware while daddy works so hard trading. Part of the deal, right? Let me go back to you guys right there. Gotta get this thing rolling better. So what I did is I actually have a teleprompter, not because I don't read text off the screen. I rarely ever do that. I'm more of like talk as I go kind of person, but like it works really well for reading comments on my screen. So I'm looking directly at my camera, looking at the comments. Pretty cool. Let me see. Let me catch up with all you guys. Let's see here. While we're in this trade, hopefully it pushes. I mean, I could just take profit right now, but I really want to see it break up into my A plus setup. Let's see. All right, there we go. So there we go. So Ashley says, "Yes, I am trade a lot more than live. I'm not there." Yeah, yeah, you do. Uh, I sim trade a lot more than live. Still not bad. Why is this delayed? So dumb. Lura Boys, how you doing, buddy? Hey guys, if you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. There we go. Maybe that'll work. And here's the other thing on that piece in, as far as I still lose accounts. Okay. Everybody I know that's actually successful at pulling out profits still loses accounts. That's why I have tons of evaluations being trade copied to on lower percentages so that so that I get my trading days in, so that any moment, if I blow one of my funded, I literally just replace it really fast. That's just something you learn to have less downtime. But the whole goal here, PSIN and everybody else, is risk reward, overall risk reward. If I put $3,000 into prop firms, and then all of a sudden I get a $10,000 payout, okay, that's over a 1-to-3 risk reward, right? A lot of people look at it wrong. They're like, oh my gosh, I have 72 failed prop firms. Well, guess what? You're that much closer to start passing them. I'll tell you what happened to me. So as soon as you start passing them, it gets easier to pass. Now you're to the point where you're funded. That's when, okay, now you got to lose some of those funded. Not everybody does this. I'm just telling you what I've seen overall. I've had over 1,000 one-on-one students now, and I watched it happen over and over again. So the ones that made it didn't just make it. There's only one, and she's one of my coaches, Coach Bethany. And she, like, literally, I taught her just these B setups. Okay, I taught her these B setups, and she comes back to me. This is back in Forex days with like FTMO. She comes back. She's like, a month later, she goes, "Hey, so what now? I got funded like 2 100K FTMO accounts." I'm like, "What? Like, I just taught you one little thing. That's crazy. That's not normal." And she's been getting payouts ever since. So I'm like, "Hey, you want to coach for me?" And she's been with me like 4 or 5 years. But most people need to lose a lot of. Uh, I'm just being real with you. Like, nobody will tell you this because it's not sexy. Like, less people are going to buy from my link now, my Take Profit Trader link. Also, by the way, Apex works the same thing. Coach Solomon. I've funded accounts to Apex, Bullinox. I'm going to be checking out Tradeify. Everybody's been using Tradeify. But a lot of people have to just lose a lot more. That's really what it comes down to. That's really what I was trying to sum up here. Greg Cardone says money follow speed. Yes. Yes, that's very true. Thanks for the reminder about feeling the pain of being in trades. That is exactly what I needed. Yes, Wes. Yeah. A lot of people are sitting too stagnant. Time is going by fast, guys. We don't need to be sitting there not feeling the pain. Pain is what makes you grow in every area of life, whether that's working out, whether that's uh, being a better dad. You got to feel that, right? You got to feel that pain. Like, man, I suck at being a dad. Like, feel that. I'm not saying go to a therapist. I'm not against therapy and stuff, but I'm just saying, like, ultimately, freaking, like, feel that pain in that area and start feeling that pain in that area more, and you'll overcome that pain and it'll become easy. That goes with trading, that goes with business, that goes with everything. I've built now, I think, 6 different multi-million-dollar businesses. Okay. And it's not because I'm the best. There's so much smarter people than me, guys. Like, I am not that smart. It's because I am really good at sucking faster. I'm really good at that sounds bad. I'm really good at failing a lot faster than most people. Period. Here's all I see. If this guy could make it over here, then I could make it. He might have gotten there a lot faster. He might be a lot smarter than me, but I could just do as much as humanly possible, and eventually I'm going to get there, if not better. And then you'll be an expert. Man, I'm going off today. My bad. But that's why I love trading, because you have to be super disciplined, and it helps other areas of your life, right? Never forgot that principle. Ashley, awesome. Thanks, Elzo. Peace in. Let's see. Thank you, Bob, for sharing some real knowledge on here. I appreciate it. You're welcome. Peace in. Good seeing you, buddy. Lucky kids. This is really hard to scroll over here. You know what I need to do? I need to make this right here, so I stop looking over there. Oh, look at Steve Wise in the house. Good to see you, bud. So I'm using this like iPad. It is mirroring my screen, but it's like super delayed. It's really dumb. Lucky kids have a father like you. Hey, man, I appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much. Steve Weiss, what did you say? Steve Weiss, aren't you that motocross guy? I think you're that famous motocross guy, if I'm not mistaken. You probably hate the word famous, like from the 70s, if I'm not mistaken. Man, if this screen would catch up, that'd be fantastic. Might have to do a different solution because this is bad. Like mirroring the screen and sending it to my iPad delayed. And I guess I could look right over here. Let me do that. I was just trying to avoid that. Wow, there's been a lot of talking. Great to have you, Steve. So I love your trade with you and took profit also. Awesome, man. You took my trade with me. Look, she's going. Oh, look, they faked out some people. Who got faked out? I don't know. It just wasn't enough for me. I don't care if I get a break even with just $300 or $400. I gotta read you guys over here because I can't keep up. Won't keep up. I have to figure that out now. What's up, Ron McLean? Ron, by the way, mad props, Ron. Thank you for sharing all your wins in Solomon Trading. He's one of our newer students. He's been absolutely destroying it. I've actually known him since the ILN days. Good old ILN days. Awesome, Ben. What's up, Larry boy? Ben. All right, Robert Pellegrin says, I've just gotten a 50K and two 300K evals with Apex. I guess I need to get them working. Yeah, guys, pretty much Solomon trading. Keyword Solomon works with Apex. Works. I need to put all of them on here because, like, you guys are secretly, you're going behind my back using somebody else's code. No, just playing. You do what you guys want. It's all good. Got out too early, Robert. Yeah, it's all good. So, like, in my head, I just have a certain amount I have to make. Like, to me, that wasn't enough, like 300 and something. I could essentially get out right now and be totally fine, but I'm at break even. So, I do expect it to come up here. It might play off of this now, which kind of would suck. I could just take profit now and wait for a better. Yeah, I'm gonna take profit now. So 413 there. So we did 500 on the first trade. I do expect it to go up, but I can't see. You know, another problem that I see traders have is they just refuse to take profit, and then they're like, oh, and then they feel bad if it shoots up. Forget that. Like you have to be excited that you were able to take profit out of the market. This is not. You're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to take profit out of the market. Okay, you're not supposed to win. So like you need to give yourself a break here. Like Robert said I got out too early. No, the man, that's great. That's fine. Unless you like really didn't take much profit, then maybe a little bit do a little bit better with that. But you kind of have to talk. So like in Futures Bootcamp, I talk a lot about like having a discussion with yourself, kind of like you're a crazy person before and after you're in the trade. So like before you're in the trade, be like, okay, is this if I lose this amount right now, is it going to ruin my day? Is it going to ruin my life? Is it going to be a bad day for me? Like have those conversations before you even take the trade. Like what would you if I lost $500 right now, what would I do? Would I go and trade 10 more trades just like revenge trade or, what would I do if I lost this trade? Okay? And you have to kind of talk yourself through the trade before you even get in the trade. And I was saying yesterday, you got to pretend that you've already given this money. So, like in this case, I already lost $400. As soon as I put it out there, I gave the market $400. Okay, it's gone. Like I don't. It's gone. Does that make sense? Like it's gone already. So I don't have to I don't have to get every penny out of the market. I just want to stay consistently profitable. And you have to like, focus on like, what would you do? Like, for instance, if I lost a trade, I wouldn't care at all. It's all good. I'm not. Let's try to keep track of each one. So we're up 914 on these B setups. Not bad. Anybody profit on that? Let me see if I can catch up with you guys here. Michael, what's up, buddy? Are you on a crane today? 90 failed evals. All right, look, guys. Listen, guys. Michael's been with me since January. Actually, Michael, can you tell everybody? So Michael's one of my one-on-one students. Tell him your deal. Like, you're a brand new trader. How many you failed? How many you passed? How much you're funded now? How much you got paid out? That'd be cool if you did that for me. So you can see, guys, like this is proof. Michael is proof that anybody could do this. This guy was sitting on a crane. He'd be sending pictures of him taking trades while he's operating heavy machinery. Now, don't look down on him, but it was just him and the machine and dirt, I believe, or something. You can tell me what you're doing there, but it looked pretty intense, to be fair. Oh man, I just lost all these. Hold on, let me go back up. I want to read all your stuff while I'm waiting on the next trade, guys. Good chance, by the way, that it's going to push off of this. I don't really want to take this because I feel like it's going to drop eventually, but this right here would be your buy block on the 1 minute. This is a 1 minute order block scalp. You could essentially get in right here. I'm not going to get in this one because I want to see some liquidity taken somewhere. I'll take like 1 or 2 trades, and then I want to see liquidity taken. But most likely this will work. I'm just not going to take it. Let me pitch up here. Man, there's been a lot of comments. I like this, man. Like this, guys. Like the engagement. Thank you so much for the engagement. And guys, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm streaming daily, so it's been fun. Just trying it out, see if we can grow this channel really fast. If you have some friends to share this with, that'd be cool too. Great mindset, wisdom, brother Bob. Remember me? Of course I remember you. Michael Wilson? How you doing? In fact, Christian talks about you a lot. Steve Weiss. Appreciate the shout out. Early 80s. Yes, Steve Weiss. Yeah, I did a little research on him. He was awesome. So Steve Weiss was like a motocross world champion. We have a world champion motocross racer from the 80s chilling in our chat right now, guys. That's awesome. He's one of the OGs, like legit. Eddie Farias, what's up, buddy? You're absolutely right about failing forward. Thank you. Yes, I know that. I'm really good at failing. Trust me. I think I just use it as fire, though. What's up, Tana? Let's go. Breaking back above previous day highs. So is it retesting the previous day highs now? I do a lot with that, James, as well. I see them a lot, like the highs and lows, Asian and London and all that. It's very, very cool how that happens. Liquidates them. Carla Luga, 200 times 5 on eval. Congratulations, Carla. What did your daughter do? So you made $1,000 on the eval. Great job. Peace in. Yes, I profited over 200. Awesome, peace in. How you doing? Good job. Obviously, you're doing good. So if there was a structure break, I would consider taking this on the. All right, let me show you this. See how this wick didn't go lower than this wick? I consider that a pullback. Now, if I go to the 5 second, you'll see that was like a pullback, right? You can start seeing time frames and what the market looks like eventually without even having to drop down. Oh, we have one here too, by the way. Yeah, that didn't go lower. This wick didn't go lower than this. You can essentially enter there, put your stop below this area, which I'll do. That's what I'll do. If it does. So if, keyword if, it closes up here, I get it. Let me set that up and I'll go back to comments. Guys, make sure to join my free community. I also have a paid community in the description. Okay. I'm not heavy on pitching. I'm not a sales guy by any means. All right. So if it wicks this and comes up, I'll get in. If it closes solid under here, I'm going to wait for it to come back down to here and buy. Okay. If it only wicks it, I'll look for a structure break going up, which would be, this would be the structure break now. Stop smaller even, 12 points. Let me get that ready just in case it actually happens. I don't think it will, but by the way, you got to buy. Stop loss here, buy here, take profit here. Let's increase risk. These are just B setups, guys, but they're good B setups, I think. I'll do 306, that's fine. So again, if it just wicks this, that means it's liquidity being taken most likely. And if it closes back up above here, I'm going to take it. Because I'm still expecting to hit that fair value gap. All right, let me go back to comments while I'm waiting here. I'm going to put an alert on this just in case it like flies up. Ah, shit. 12 micro. Process up on bar close. Back to comments. You guys are giving me a full-time job here with these comments. Now I appreciate it. I really do appreciate you guys being here. Let's see. You're welcome. Peace in. Made a bit. Awesome, Steve. Great to hear that, man. Robert, how about Infamous? Funded 7. All right, so here we go. Michael is funded $725,000. Okay, and he sits on a crane while he trades. How long you been trading? Let me see if you answered those questions. David Bell, another one of my students. I know that's you, right? You could be a different David Bell, I guess. This thing would scroll. Oh my gosh, it's so slow. If I lose, just focus on the next trade. Yes, correct. And you know what? As long as you're losing with a B plus or higher setup, by all means, it's fine. It's fine if you lose. But if you're losing just because you gambled, you're like, hey, I want to get in this trade. It looks like it's going to go up. That's stupid. If you didn't, in rule number 1, if you don't know your risk, if you don't know that from here to here with 12 points equals $300 or whatever you're risking, don't get in the trade. Okay. Another tip. If it starts running off from you a little bit and you just have to, you still want to get in the trade, you can have a little FOMO. It's okay. It's okay to have a little FOMO, but readjust your risk. So maybe it's 18 points now. It started running away. Figure out what 18 points is. If it's 300, let's say that was your risk overall, get in. It's still extra money. Okay. I don't care what anybody says. Like if you're trading like I trade, it's a really high win ratio. So you don't have to hit 1 to 3s, 1 to 4s, 1 to 5s all the time. Okay. That goes against a lot of what people say. But look, if your win ratio is super high and you're not taking every other trade, like off every other thing, it's fine. Okay. And honestly, let's say you're you overtrade and you're emotional trader, all that. Well, again, you need to feel more pain. You need to get beat up a lot more. You need to lose a lot more stuff. You need to get like your wife yelling at you. You need to get like, you need to cry a little bit more as a grown freaking man or a woman. You need to feel it. And eventually you won't care anymore and you'll be a trader. You're just going to wake up one day and be like, oh, it doesn't bother me anymore. And you'll just be able to just take A+ setups. It's really that. And I'm talking about from experience. I've done all those things. I'm telling you, like my life used to feel horrible when I was going through. Nothing was harder than learning how to trade, but it's the most rewarding by far as far as financial goes. But it also helps other areas of my life. Like it makes me want to be disciplined in so many things. Awesome, Wes. Good job profiting. Let me catch up with you guys. In Colombia, traded with you, Bob. God bless. Awesome, inspirational cooking TV. That's awesome. Oh, is that Joe? God bless you too, brother. Dude, I want to hit up Colombia someday. A lot of my friends are moving there actually, which I wouldn't want to move there, but I like America a lot. are using future stacking, pulse X, or pip stacking. So my brain is like the indicators, I guess you'd say. I don't know how to say this. Like I see the fair value gaps, I don't need future stacking. Pulse X, I know exactly what it's doing. It's breaking structure to the upside coming from an order block, X factor. So I don't really need that. And then pip stacking is basically the order blocks that are working with us. So all the structure breaks are little mini order blocks. I'm seeing all those things at once. Tana Wicker, I'm up about 3,000. That's beautiful, Tana. Great job. Are you on your funded accounts? Oh, we're doing it again, are we? For some reason it logs me out of these stupid things from time to time. There we go. Up about 3,000 for Tana. Way to go, Tana, says Robert. I'm really playing catch up here. This was 6 minutes ago. My gosh, you guys are active as heck. She did the same. Awesome. Tell her I said congrats. Peace in. Wow. AGZ says, let's get these likes up for Bob. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get some likes up. Took the boot camp in December 2000. All right, here we go. Here's the story. Took the boot camp in December 2024. Started the mentorship January 25. Wes Oberlin says, way to kill it, Michael. How to get pip stacking? Just go to pipstackingsecrets.com. Joe, good to see you, brother. All right, cool. I caught up. I think. Yep, caught up. Good. I was feeling bad there for a second. How do I push this back up? Jeez. All right, good thing I didn't take that trade. See what I mean? Like it's good to see some liquidity being taken, but I'll still take this buy because look, it's just wicking under this area. Now, let me show you the next B setup would be either here or off this block would work. Notice how I didn't put it directly under here. I put it under this one, right? Which would be not a horrible stop. So one of these two, I'm still buy bias overall because I really wanted to hit this fair value gap, to be fair. So one of these setups potentially. I'm not going to look for sells. Let me go in the higher time frame. So let's look at this, guys. I'm not going to look for sells until, so we had a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, until this low is broken on the 5 minute with a close. So I'm looking for buys until that low is broken. That makes sense? Once it comes down here, then I'll wait for pullbacks to fair value gaps, order blocks, all that kind of stuff, and then look for sells. But I expect this right here, this liquidity line. That's what I call it. I don't call it a trend line. I'm expecting liquidity to be taken out, which that one was. This one wasn't. This one wasn't. These up here need to be taken out. So I'm looking at probabilities right now. We have 1, 2 little lows right here and this down here versus 1, 2, 3 fair value gap block. So like there's more reason to go up than down for these institutions, in my opinion. Click on the 1 here. Oh no, there it is. Okay, I thought I lost it. Let me relook at this because I think it moved what I was doing. If it goes here, my stops here. I need this like 7. 7's good. 255 risk. You get over here. So you're getting my way now. I don't like that, but maybe a little more. So 9 would be 300, 320. Yeah, let's do that. I'd love to get at least 400 out of this if it closes above that. Confused with the LL and when to change to sell. May you repeat? Yes, I will. Absolutely. I do have an alert on that. So let me get a clean chart for you. I'll do it on this one. Okay. 5 minute, higher time frame. You had a lower low. So let's start here. You had a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. That didn't go higher in here. Lower low, lower high, lower low with the wick, mind you, which is why another reason to buy. Okay. Um, and I think that was the lowest low. Yeah. And then we have a lower high potentially. This could turn into a higher high, right? And then we take out the liquidity. So we're expecting it to come up here because it wicked. All right. But I'm not looking for sells until this low is taken out because of this wick. That makes sense? Ooh, we're getting there, guys. This trade's about to happen. Actually, I'm going to make this stop a little bit lower. Hold on. We can increase a little bit of risk. 12. Let's make it that. There we go. That's a little better. If it closes above, entering basically a 14, basically 15-point stop. Let's call it 15 point. There we are. 15-point stop coming up here. Not a financial advisor. Don't take this trade. You're crazy. I'm just showing you what I do. This is edutainment. That's it. By the way, it's been almost a month since I got rid of Facebook and Instagram for the reels element, like the shorts and the reels. And man, telling you what, my attention span is way better. I feel a lot happier. I don't desk scroll anymore because my gosh, that was nuts. I literally got rid of it just because of the reels and shorts. I was getting too addicted. I ain't gonna lie. And the reason I brought that up is because of edutainment. You might think, okay, because you have a bunch of Jesus reels, if you're into that, business reels, trading reels, that you're actually being productive. But in reality, if you're not taking action on each of those things from those reels and those shorts, it just becomes edutainment. It's just another form of entertainment, and it just wastes your life. That's my input. You can take with that what you want. Love to get the 100 viewers today. I know we've only started this like last week, but that'd be cool. Maybe you guys can like this and share it. I don't know. I'm a paid traffic guy. Like I'm a marketing company guy. I'm not like a organic kind of guy. I like to kind of force it to happen. Facebook is where I first found you. I subscribed to emails and followed you, but this is the first time on YouTube Live. Awesome, man. Oh, FB. Oh, I gotta plug this in. I could switch from this. That's kind of cool. Probably gonna get off at 3 o'clock, guys, because I do have some other business to take care of. Yeah, screw Facebook. Facebook's great. Like, so I have my workers and my team members go on Facebook and post stuff for me here and there. And I have ads running on there. And people always ask, like, "Oh, why do you charge for stuff?" You want to know the truth? Let me tell you the truth why I charge for things and why people have to charge for things. One, not everybody gets lucky to be able to just have an algorithm take off, and not everybody's liked as much. I don't know what you want to call it. And then have like uh, I don't want to call it luck because there's a lot of skill that goes involved in being a successful YouTube streamer, for instance. But like, yeah, they get all the traffic they want in the world, like, for free. But it costs me to get a $7 buyer. It cost me like $70 to $80 to get a $7 buyer. So yeah, I have to liquidate the ad costs. So like I'm talking. Oh, we're at our second entry, but I don't like how this is moving. So don't just enter on a whim here. This is our second entry, so we're not doing this now. Okay. Let's look at here and let's look left. All right. So the only way I'd potentially enter this is maybe at 25 points. No, there's something going on. There's some news going on right now. I think she just got what she needs, maybe. Look at James. He's like, sell, FOMO, go. Look, I didn't get in this. I don't. I want to see a perfect setup. That ain't a perfect setup. And a lot of times when they do this, they're just wicking out the bottom to go up to here, then to drop. So you got to be careful. Like, I could maybe buy right now. Did not break that low. I can go for it. Should I go for it? What size stop is that? 20. Do a limit. See, I'm not rushing. If I can't get in, whatever, it's all good. Sell down here, buy right here. Too much, so it'd be 6 micros. And I'll go for it. I'll go for it, see if we can hit the. If I'm, here's the cool thing with this, guys. I risk like $300 some dollars. Okay. I risk like $300 some dollars, no problem, with 6 micros. And on the chance that, hey, if this low isn't taken out, we're going to look for sells anyway. So it's like a win-win. I'm doing a B setup, right? I'm doing a B. It came all the way down here, didn't take this out. It's the only reason I got in this. Okay, if it would have wicked this, maybe I would have waited for like a setup. It could take me out right now. I wouldn't care at all because I really wanted to hit this fair value gap for one. This could be a really good trade. For two, it's only $300. It took all this liquidity, didn't take this low. It could just be shaking people out real quick. So not a high probability trade. I'd give this one a C setup, honestly. But I'm still managing my risk, and I'm not doing it out of like FOMO-ism. Is that a word? Right here would be a 1-to-1, so it'd be like $300-ish, right? So if I don't want to be a hero, I could take like a 1-to-1-ish. If I want to be a hero, I can like go for this, go for the big one. Wow, that's great. 1 year ago. You must feel like a totally different human being at this point. Yeah, this market, man, this is crazy movement right now. I don't know what's going on right now. I feel like there's something going on. But it's okay to lose, guys. It's okay to lose trades. Just don't risk too heavy on these kind of setups. Like that's dumb. But I would say the higher probability is it wants to come up here. Because now it took all this liquidity. Didn't take this, which means they could be protecting, they being the institutions, could be protecting these lows. And if they are, if keyword, then they're coming for this fair value gap. I don't know which one. I'm just going by the highest probability. By the way, I came up with the probability training. Let me find that for you guys. If you're in my free school community, I give these out. Go ahead and I'll give you the link in here. I don't know if you can click the links, but you can copy and paste. Go to the area. Let me just find it real quick for you. Actually, let me just share that screen. Well, nah, I won't do that because I don't want you to miss out on anything. I'm going to put a alert right here. There and here to know if I'm losing or winning. So I don't have to watch the screen so much. There we go. I think it was edge. Hold on. Probability. Yeah, here it is. Copy link. All right, so check this out. If you're not a member yet, here's the link. I don't know. Tell me if you can click this or if you can copy and paste that link. That's a free training I use on probabilities. Okay, so it's a video training. So go to that link and put hashtag edge, and then we'll shoot that over to you. Okay, and if you're not a member, this is when you can join as a member for free. Solomon Trading. Now, as you come in, tell me if there's an issue coming in. Let me know. Really, the push. That's maybe that was it then. Oh, yeah. So, my bad. I had to make the. So there is a cost to join that. My apologies. And the reason I did is because there's so many scammers coming in. But you get free trainings and stuff like that, so it's not like whatever. But if I didn't charge anything, like scammers come in and like use my name, it's crazy, and like charge things. So I had to make sure. $14.95 a month. But I'm going to be adding to that trade calls, trade alerts for $14.95 a month, plus my community and all that kind of stuff. So it'd be kind of cool. But yeah, every time I do free, there's another person scamming somebody. In fact, I got to do a search real quick, see if people are. You're welcome, buddy. Shot right back up. Good. I check members, see if there's any new fake Bob Beckett's, because it happens like every week. Just so you know, guys, I personally will never message you saying I'm going to trade for you. That's a scammer. Never like have somebody, never send crypto to somebody promising for money, and never like they're going to give you like a site to. Oh, here's one right here. Look, Gianni Ragan, Bob Beckett, ban. I'm clearing these people out right now because somebody made it free again. Never like join a site that they say is a broker and deposit money. There's another scammer. It's crazy. Banned from group. Delete. Boom. Every single time that I've heard somebody uploading or no, sending crypto to a broker, and then they say, oh, we doubled our money and all this. They just need this much money to send the money out. And then they have you deposit more money. Like, it's crazy. I just literally got rid of 3 scammers. That's crazy. I also released another training today called ES Win. Is basically how I lost $3,800 in 30 seconds yesterday, and then 20 minutes later, I gained $9,600 back. So it's a video. It's a hashtag ES Win. It's the pin post at the very top. All right, Larry boy. I think that's Ben. I don't know which Ben you are, but it's good seeing you, buddy. Oh my gosh, you're kidding me, Peace Then. Someone once called me asking to I do have mentorship that costs around that much. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not shy about it. There's all these other people that are like, oh, he's gonna surprise you with a 10K mentorship. No, I know how much my time's worth. Okay, so I paid 2 coaches. I paid 2 coaches full time that are both successful traders that were my students and myself. We sit in a room for as long as it takes, like a Telegram group, and I give you exactly what I would do. You give me screenshots. I go over that kind of thing back and forth. Some people, it takes 2 years straight of every single day working with them. Yeah, so yeah, it costs quite a bit. It's not like a little course, you know. I'm pretty sure that's what you're talking about. But yeah, I do have a $10,000 program. But I don't like advertise. It's not like a thing. In fact, I closed it down essentially. And I only take people that are like super awesome. and fit perfectly for it. You know, so I do have that, just so you know. And I'm not shy about it. Like, I'm not gonna try to be like, gotcha, buy my like $7 thing, surprise. I have no problem telling you I have that because mine is premium. Mine is actual value, and I spent 180 grand myself on different trainings. And it's not about the training, right? Awesome, Steve. Great job, man. $196 these few minutes. Awesome, brother. Enjoy. Pleasure having you, man. Elzo's on mentorship. That's awesome. Yes, you are. Eddie is on mentorship. Worth every penny. There you go. Thanks for clarifying that. You're welcome. Yeah. I don't want you to think that like someone scammed you or was trying to scam you there. What I'm really saying though is if someone tells you they're going to trade for you, first of all, it's illegal. If that was even the case, like if I came to you and I said, "Hey," oh wow, that's very nice of you. If I came to you and I said, "Hey, I'm going to double, triple your money, and we're making 40% a month," dude, please don't deposit money. I've had people risk 50 grand that they were going to put on their daughter's wedding and lose it. The biggest one I heard with someone using my name, this older gentleman, 78, 80 years old, put $500,000 sent overseas, gone. He said, "Bob, when are you going to send my payment?" I'm like, bro. But that happens way more than you think. Every single week, I promise you, every single week, someone's using my name. And I can't imagine the bigger guys, the guys that with like 500,000 followers. I can't even imagine it because I'm a small fry. I'm just your average Joe, small trader guy that does well, and I have a few thousand members, that kind of thing. Can't imagine what it's like being those guys with all free members. Like that's another reason I like paid stuff, guys, is because it keeps the scammers out. Scammers they refuse to spend $1. Okay, they only like free things for the most part. Let me read this. Michael Wilson. I'm a mentorship student and have been since 2022. I can tell you it is more than worth the investment. The coaches are awesome, and I still get assistance from them today. Dude, I got to screenshot that. You guys are killing me. That's like tier worthy for me. I appreciate that, bro. I'm going to actually screenshot that right now. Bam. Thank you for that, Michael. Appreciate that. I'm going to send that over to my team. Oh, it's backwards. That's crazy. I took a screenshot and it's actually screenshotted backwards. That's crazy. Are we winning this trade or what? I don't want to just take 150. That's kind of stupid. I'll say this. I'm just going to move it to break even. I'm barely even watching it. So if it doesn't break, then whatever. We didn't lose anything. If it breaks, we're golden, right? You can put some alerts right here too. Appreciate that, Michael. And everybody else who said something. That's cool. Wasn't trying to like do a pitch fest today, and that's really not what this is about. Oh yeah, they made me food like a long time ago. I'm gonna shut off my face for a minute and eat. There we go. They even heat up my food for me. Isn't that cool? My kids, I got them trained really well. I systemize everything. I'm waiting for this top one to hit so I can actually take a plus setup. Hopefully it clears out the liquidity above right now. I usually wait for something like that at like the top of the hour, like 3 o'clock. I would say I'm going to do an hour, but then I'm having so much fun. I just keep going. I'm gonna actually pin that. That's a good one. Come on, baby. Let's get that rocket out, huh? Now, for any of future boot camp or one-on-one mentorship students, you know how to get a hold of me. If you're in Futures Boot Camp, ask in the group. If you're having any questions with anything that I'm doing, I hate it when it does that. You can go ahead and ask right away so you don't forget. Just put it in the group. Try to add a screenshot. And I'll do extra videos and stuff on why. Right? Here we go. Rocket. Let's go. You can't make money trading. That's impossible. You can't do that. Push. Come on, we don't want no measly 240. Need a Shrek candle, yeah. Let's go right now. I'm calling it in. I'm calling the bank. All right, this says time. They're going to push. Right now. Come on. Now. What are you doing? They lied to me. Yes, Elzo. Michael Johnson, thank you for so much for that, brother. Michael Johnson as well. And his team are the best, worth every penny. Man, I don't really. I'm not to toot my own horn, but dang, this is pretty awesome. I didn't even know you guys were in here. Do I still have you guys? I just had like an internet blurred. Like went out. Thinking about getting a dedicated internet line just for this room because the kids will use it and all of a sudden it's like, what the heck? You got 6 people in the house using it all at once. I don't have the good internet here. I have a gig down, but it's, it's Spectrum. Elzo, if you're asking about Futures Boot Camp, that costs. I have a lifetime special for $1,500, and I have. So I have like 2 programs basically. Just hit me up. $1,500 for life or $1,000 per month. I don't have fiber here. I've had 4 locations now, and like all of them, I've just been waiting. Oh, look at this. We got the push. Can we take the highs? All right, now it's getting interesting. Thank you, Rich. Jeez, guys, stop it. You guys are killing me in a good way. This is great. Killing me in a good way? Is that even a thing? I just said that out loud. I was like, wait, that makes sense. Killing me in a good way. If anybody's interested in Futures Bootcamp, basically what I do, I have a separate group for that. I shoot out all my trades via text, or I'll go live. Right now, I'm doing that. I'm having a lifetime special for $14.97. Awesome, David. Yeah, you are one. What do you need, Robert? Let's get that push. I have a lot of offers. My apologies. Like, I need to get it all organized so you guys can see what I have. Because, like, again, I'm not a marketer anymore. Like, I'm like, I just want to trade and have fun, but I got to run a business too at the same time. $3.12. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move my stop below. Come on, let me move it. There we go. Below this low. So it's in profit now. Probably $100 or something. So if this little block doesn't hold right here, hopefully it holds, but I don't know. Should be in a pain. That looks so good. Like, I thought it was just going to shoot up. Well, it's 3 o'clock now. They might go now, actually. Top of hour. Let's see if we go this fair value gap. Yes, Liddell. You get Solomon Trading for life, so you don't have to pay monthly. Normally, that's $9.97 by itself for life, but I'm including that as a bonus for Futures Bootcamp. Now, Futures Bootcamp, yeah. Okay. So Futures Bootcamp isn't for life. So normally that's $1,000 a month. So I'm sorry. Normally, Futures Bootcamp is $1,000 a month. I'm throwing in an extra month and then lifetime Solomon Trading VIP. So, and if you are a mentorship student, you get it for life. So if you're already a mentorship student, like a one-on-one, like you pay the one time and then you get it for life. So like you pay the $1,500. I got to get this out on a freaking document so you guys can see this, and I'm confusing the crap out of you. All right, so Kambuko, I don't know who you are. Don't recognize the name, but I am a mentor student. I started out well and then let my ADHD attract me to other systems that fell short. I'm back now. Bob and his coaches are the real deal. No need to go anywhere else. I appreciate that. I don't even know who you are. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm sorry, like I promise you, like I just love coming on here and trading with everybody. You know, the whole like everything else kind of just it's like I got to do all this stuff. So it looks like we might be getting taken out. That's $100 and some so far. We'll see. See if she could spike up. So just to be clear, if you are a mentorship student, a lifetime mentorship student at that, you buy boot camp one time now. So $1,500 for life, and you get upgraded to Futures Bootcamp for life. Everybody else, they basically pay $9.97 per month. So what I'm doing right now for a special, Lydell, is for $14.97. You get lifetime Solomon Trading VIP. That's my $97 a month program, which is going up, plus 2 free months of Futures Bootcamp. So hopefully that was understood. Yes. Yes, there's a link. I was not prepared for this at all. Like I wasn't planning on even selling on here. The product. I don't even know if you guys could click this. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, you have me too there, Robert. It's just like if you tag me, okay? Tell me if you guys could click this or copy and paste this. Yeah, and we do have affiliate links. We have affiliate links for Solomon Trading VIP, and then I can get you guys affiliate links for this as well. What's in Bootcamp included? Okay, so Bootcamp. Man. Oh gosh. All right. So Bootcamp is a group. It's a private group where basically you have access to me, and let me try to explain this. Yeah, I'll just show it. Can you guys click that link or copy and paste that link by chance? I'm just curious. I'm going to share my screen and just show you really fast. I guess I need little mini presentations for everything so you guys could see it. It could be a little bit overwhelming once you get in, but once you understand it, how I have it set up, it works pretty good. I don't know how to close this emoji thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to share that really quick. Well, we're still in this trade, aren't we? That's fantastic. It might push up. All right, I'm going to remove that. Add to stage. Nope, not that. Nope, not that either. Stop screen share. Share screen. There. I think you could see. All right. Yeah, I think you could see that. Okay, cool. So once you get inside Futures Bootcamp, basically you're in this group right here, Futures Bootcamp August. So right now I'm doing a 2-month special. If you're a one-on-one mentorship student and buy, you get it for life. You don't have to pay the $1,000 a month. If you are if you're not a one-on-one student lifetime, then you get it for 2 free months plus Solomon Trading VIP. Now, inside Futures Bootcamp, as you can see, right now we have 57 members in this. We try to keep it kind of small because it's a monthly thing for most people. But this is the main area. So Bob's trade ideas. Okay, what happens is I will shoot out a text right here when I'm looking at something. Yeah, that's a bad example because that's London session. Trying to give you an example here. All right, here's a good example. All right, so I sent out a text right here. I sent you a text message to your phone, and it says trade number 1, looking for sell. To sell this gold, there's a massive gap needing filled below. We're rejecting a 1-hour sell block right now. Sent that out at 2:27 p.m., right? Text message. Got in that one last close, just like I said. Not loving the wicks, to be honest. Don't trade much gold anymore. I'm out of 2,500 times 5. So I did on my funded accounts, I did $12,500 together, right? Then I showed the trade. Then I did a video, a 3-minute video on exactly why I took the trade, right? So I give you enough time to see what. So it's not a signal service. Signal service is like, here's what I got in, boom. Like, and it's already after the fact, and you're waiting. So a lot of times the trade won't even happen. I'll say, hey, this is what I'm looking at. I'll text you. You can see it, and I'll say why I got in, when I get out, all that kind of stuff, right? That's the main part. But then, of course, I have like prop firm talk, Clarity X indicator. Eventually, this might go on Discord. I ain't gonna lie. Then we have our celebrate wins area where people are sharing, them winning, like certifications and people winning. 775 times 3, 1K profit, new account. Michael Allen killing it. I don't know if you can see that. Huge amounts there. Huge amounts there. Finally funded. So there's a bunch of people getting funded and getting payouts. Tons of people are getting payouts. Crazy. So there's that, and then we have our regular chat right there. So that's that. But it also comes with training. So in this area right here, I just try to keep everything really simple in here. I just give you like these videos to watch in here, and then you trade with me live, basically. Make sense? Trade live, meaning I send the trades into here, and sometimes I just do the live trade. I'll do like a Zoom link right in here and that kind of stuff. So that's the gist of it. There's that, and then you get 16 plus live trading sessions per month and my indicator and all that on Solomon Trading VIP. Let me undo this so I can see where we're at here. Let's see. Is there any questions on that? Again, I wasn't prepared. I don't even have a presentation for this, sadly. If I look in my Solomon Trading VIP area, this is what people don't understand the power of this, okay? I have 400 and some members paying monthly or lifetime. And this right here, this is the last thing I want to show you, then get back to the trade. Are we winning? Are we out? What? Tell me in the comments if you don't mind. Share. Stop green. Share screen. Solomon Trading VIP. Share. So this is my Solomon Trading VIP community. Look, my very first post. I am not promising we'll make any money ever. As you go in this big guru spiel. This looks like a famous guru guy, which I was not trying to make, just so you know ahead of time. But in here, this is what I want you to see. In the calendar, other than the institutional ones, the one that says Inst, you get access to. So there's like, I don't know, there's like 16 to 20 live trading sessions per month. And then you get access to PulseX Premium, my indicator, bonuses, trainings, all that kind of stuff. You get all this for life. Okay. Momentum X is my bot. That's a separate thing. And this is institutional trading made easy for my one-on-one students. Okay. So you get that for life. And then other groups and stuff like that. All right. That is it. I'm not going to keep going with this. But if you're interested in that, let me know. Following you wherever I can. Awesome, Robert. Yeah, I appreciate that, buddy. Let me reshare my screen here on MNQ. Did it take me out? I'm not even ready to try it again, didn't it? Man, that wants to go up. Just shoot up already. That's crazy. All right, the link works. Awesome. Okay, guys. Yeah, if you come in, let me know. You click and click and click. Awesome. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm having a special right now, a sale price right now. So you're following you wherever you can. I appreciate you, Robert. You rock, man. Would I be interested in doing some Asian sessions? Yes, I would, Michael, actually. I feel like the market is way different. And honestly, I lose every time on night shift. Didn't know if it's the lack of sleep or the market. I've been killing it in Asian. I've been killing it all the time because the market really works the same. It's just not as exciting, right? So in sometimes fair value gaps and stuff, they don't even pay attention to them in the middle of the night because there's not enough like volume, so it kind of just keeps going. Does that make sense? I did need to leave at 3. This is what happens to me. You can leave. I had to take 5 weeks off and just pass you. It is worth it. David Rose says it is worth it. I started end of April, had to take 5 weeks off and just passed 2 evals this week. Dude, stop it. You guys are just killing me today. I love it. Thank you so much. Appreciate all of you. This was just me hanging out with you guys and trading. That's really all this is. Like, I just want to have fun. I got, you know what, just for the sake of this call and to save time, I'm gonna like create like a little mini doc presentation so I don't have to do this when I do these lives and people are interested. Or like maybe like a little video or something. Got three of my workers trying to get a hold of me right now, but I'm just having too much fun. Is it considered more like copy trading? What brokerage app to use? All right, so it's not copy trading. I don't do any kind of copy trading for legality purposes. I don't want to be responsible at all for you losing money. But what I do is I basically like let you look over my shoulder and see, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I'm looking at, that kind of thing. And then I say, I got in with this big point stop. That's what I'm doing. You can do whatever you want, kind of thing. And I tell you when I'm getting out. Simple as that. So it's not copy trading. And as far as brokerage are concerned, I don't teach to trade real money or brokers. I teach prop firms because, again, legality issues. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just only going to tell you to trade demos or prop firms because I can't be responsible for you losing money. You know what I mean? With that said, I'm really good at passing prop firms. I'm really good at teaching people to pass prop firms and keep prop firms. If you know what I'm saying, keep them. I still got this food. I didn't even freaking eat this food. It's like cold now. I should have them reheat it. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I'm kind of waiting for this trade to pan out, Robert. But yeah, I will be that offer for the 1,500. That's legitimately going up to 2,000. So you could save 500 right now if you wanted to jump into this. You could save $500 right now. I think a lot of people paid too. There's probably about 100 people overall that paid 2,000. So like this is actually a special. And to be fair, the reason I'm doing this special is because we're, you know, end of summer, getting ready to ramp up for fall season. It's really slow in the coaching industry during the summer. It's really only serious people trade. You get lifetime access to Solomon Trading VIP. So that's lifetime. And then I'm doing 2 months of futures bootcamp. Peace in. Alerts are sent to your phone, and that'll be a link 99% of the time sent straight to a Telegram group with exactly what I'm looking at. Trial membership for 1 month. If I get success, and I could buy lifetime. So Rakesh, the reason I don't do trials on that is because I have students that paid a lot of money, so it's just not fair to them. Trust me, I would make a lot more money if I allow people to do trials, but it's like, and no offense to you, you're probably a go-getter and stuff, but from my experience, the people that take trials, they don't really take it seriously. You know what I mean? Not saying you wouldn't. I'm just saying, like, I've done a lot of like free stuff, trial stuff, and it just never works out. I can't find there's comments. There we are. Or like people that take trials, oftentimes, look at this, it's working, isn't this trade? Oftentimes will like not put their all in, and then they'll take like 1 trade out of 4, and then they lost that trade, because I do lose trades, by the way. One of my spiels that I do with risk management is, if you have an A+ setup that you take over and over and over and over again, and you know for a fact that you average like 70% win rate, right? That means if you took the same trade and you lost, that's actually awesome. That's part of your winning plan. You got to start looking at losses differently. You know what I mean? So if I lose, I celebrate. If I lose, I just got one of my losses out of the way, and I just have 2 more losses out of 10, and I'm going to absolutely dominate, right? So I don't let one loss screw me up. Sometimes I've had streaks. You could ask in Futures Bootcamp. It hasn't happened in a while. It was like the beginning of summer. I lost like 6 trades in a row. It was crazy. But at the end of the day, once we got our other trades in, we got it back up to about 85% win rate. Well, let's figure that out, Robert. Let's get you unconfused, brother. And where are alerts sent? Can you send that link? This is the link to buy if you're interested in this. Only majorly confused for 2 months. That's the 2-month plus lifetime Solomon Training VIP. So what are the monthly prices on boot camp once the month is over? What are we looking at to pay? So usually, so what I'm actually putting a webinar event together, and I can give it on that price. The boot camp, if you take the 2 months instead of the $997 per month, on the event that I'm going to have, it's going to be $197 per month locked in for life, so 80% off. So, and here's the thing, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, a lot of people come into the boot camp, and the reason I charge so much, there's a lot of people coming to the boot camp, and they only needed 1 month, to be fair. Some people need 2 or 3 months. It just depends on how much you put into it, the effort. Let's see. Best deal is to go all in. Yeah, Robert Pellegrim. Yeah, if you guys could afford actual like one-on-one mentorship, you get a lot of this stuff for good deals and that kind of stuff. The link works well. Awesome. So the student, what do we do with the alerts you send out? Well, you take the trade. So I teach you how to take the trade too. So if you don't know how to take the trade, I show you how to take the trade, whether that's with Quant Tower or Trade-Ovate or Ninja Trader, or pick your favorite way to do it. Clicking works well. Yeah, so once that's over, you can do $197 per month. And some people just stay on it because ultimately, like, they get the signals. I hate calling it signals because that cheapens it. It's basically group mentorship on crack. I hate even saying that because crack's not good either, right? It's group mentorship with trade, being able to just like spy on what I'm actually doing, right? And the reason I like it is I don't do lives all the time like this, because nobody wants to sit around all day. So I work with a lot of like business executives and business owners and people that only can trade 15 to 30 minutes per day. Yeah, trade idea, right? Good. So like people can't afford to sit around all day. So like I was doing Zooms with it. And then people just weren't learning and they couldn't make it and all this stuff. And it was just annoying. And honestly, once I switched to like just sending it out and doing it in Telegram 99% of the time, people started having way more success. So I send you a text, you go to that text. Look at this, guys. This is working out good. You click the link in the text, you go to the Telegram, you see what I'm looking at, you decide if you want to take it or not, you take the trade. If you want, boom, try to keep it as simple as possible. Who's in this trade right now? We're doing pretty good here. I'm kind of thinking if it closes, let me look here. This is kind of cool. Can we break? Yeah, we did break that, didn't we? If it closes above here, I might add a position for fun. All right. Well, seeing a few of you guys join. Very cool. Welcome aboard. I might take some profits right now. You know what? I'm not going to add to. I'm just going to take it because I want to go enjoy the rest of my life. So that was 440. I am enjoying my life, guys, but and we were 100% today. This doesn't happen. Yesterday we lost 2 trades, I think, and then we won a really big one at the end. So it works that way, right? So 9, 14, 13, 1400 live today. Took 3 trades. Not bad. I was done trading by 7:30 this morning and locked in my account and went to work. Awesome. See, that's the way to go. Need to move my stop up. Yeah, that works too. Did you get out too early, Robert? I'm up almost 4,000. Woohoo! Is that on your funded? Is that on your funded account? I'm going to drop a link in here, guys. If you're interested in working with me one-on-one and with my 2 coaches I trained up that's been with me for 4 or 5 years, it gets massive success as well. I'm going to put a link in here if you want to just jump on a call. Now, if you want the boot camp, just join the boot camp with the link I gave you before. But if you want to talk to somebody, like you talk to my right-hand guy. Let me see here. There we go. Copy. I'm just going to post that in here. Want to find out about. Now, we do financing as well. So as long as you have like a 640 plus credit score, that kind of stuff. There's that. You can click that link and book a call right now. I recommend it if you're interested, do that. Book a call. Not going to hurt you. Find out more information. And then if you want the lifetime special with 2 free months of Futures Bootcamp, you can go to, let me find that link one more time. Oh, that's the 1997. So this one. This is literally going back up to 1997. So if you want to save $500 right now, chances are you'll end up joining. There you go. So one-on-one mentorship is the top link. Book a call. Talk to my guy. Yes, there's something for sale there. It's not a free thing, obviously. You're too scared. Okay, we got to work on that. So Tana is one of our one-on-one students. She's fun. How much are you funded, Tana? West Overland. Okay. I remember the feeling, man. We got to get over that feeling and start worrying and start focusing on. Let me put me here, there. Start focusing on like it's all right. You gotta get a little bit more pain. You got a 250,000, Tana. All right, so I want you to hear yourself. You're down 160 measly little dollars times 5 on 250,000 funded. You're fine. You're fine. That's nothing. Just take A+ setups. And if you lose, it's okay. By the way, what did this trade end up doing? Now it's starting to tank. See, we took it a good time. If I were to look at this again, I would look right here for potential buy because it still hasn't hit this orange fair value gap, the 1 hour fair value gap, right? But we took 3 good, awesome trades today, I think. What do you guys think? You guys excited? So we do this thing where we celebrate wins, and we're starting that in our Solomon Trading VIP. I might as well announce it here. Every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern, we're going live in our private group, Solomon Trading VIP community, and we're doing our celebrate wins where I'm going to be giving away like prop firm challenges and cash and like celebrating each other's wins for the week and just kind of just ramping it up because it helps everybody, guys. Like when you're hearing other people have success, it obviously makes you realize, oh, maybe I'm actually just doing something wrong and my success is right around the corner. And the reason that our group does so well together is really this kind of like no man left behind. Like I really encourage like people to share the results so that everybody can see like this is a reality. Because let's be honest, trading could be like super lonely. Like honestly, it's not that's why I really enjoy doing this kind of stuff because like I moved down to Florida. I ain't got no friends down here. Adam's up in Ohio, like AGZ right there. I ain't got no friends down here. So like you guys are my friends. I got some friends, but it's just, trading could be a really lonely kind of deal, especially once you become successful, make a career out of it. You make a lot of money, and yeah, I have a lot more hobbies, and I can go do stuff and do stuff with friends and stuff like that. But like, you're not like at a job like with other people and seeing people and all that kind of stuff. So we kind of celebrate each other's wins, all that kind of stuff. So Akron, Ohio area is where I'm originally from. I'm down in Orlando, Florida area now. So, all right, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Gosh, for another 2.5 hours. I planned on an hour, but I went 2.5. I see how these streamers end up doing like 8-hour days because it's actually really fun. Like all the engagement, it's like really, it's like dopamine hits. It's like, yeah, success. One last time, guys, if you want in the Futures Bootcamp, what's up, Digital Sniper? Medina, okay. Hey, Medina, that's crazy. Actually, Coach Bethany lives in Medina. Isn't that funny? So one of our one-on-one coaches that work with me in the same group as you literally lives in Medina. She was the most successful. Yeah, I guess we'll call it Copley. COP. Absolutely, guys. You guys rock. So there you go. A Jeezy right in Copley. And we got a Medina person right there. You guys go hang out. Anyways. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you want the one-on-one mentorship, hit up a call with Greg. If you want the $1,500 special, well, it's 2 free months Futures Bootcamp plus lifetime Solomon Trading VIP, hit this link. The price will be going up to $2,000. So grab that while you can. And then the mentorship link was right here. One-on-one mentorship. Boom. There you go. That's it. 2.5 hours. If I keep reading the comments, I'll just keep going, and I got to leave. Carla, she just kept it going. I'm looking into Winter Garden. All right, listen, Carla Lugo. I live in Winter Garden. Move here. That's all I got to say. I literally live in Winter Garden. Hit me up privately. I literally live in Winter Garden. This is where I live. So I'm a mentorship student. Wes says, I'm a mentorship student. Yes. Learning is superb, but the community is amazing as well. Thank you, Wes. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, Carla Luga. Awesome. Okay, I'm out. I gotta go. Who's here? Okay, look at my crazy daughter. What are you doing? Look at all the stuff I'm missing out on. Look at this.
I'm tanning my face.
This is my daughter. She's originally from England. And what are you doing?
Tanning my face.
Why do you smell like coffee?
Because it's coffee on my face.
Okay. They do things differently out there, apparently.
No.
All right, guys. God bless. Have a great day. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.